Hey guys, it's Aaliyah, and some of you guys need to hear what I have to say. And this is it's gonna be a speed run because I filmed this so many times, but I just keep rambling, and then the video somehow becomes 30 minutes, and I don't want to post that. So I have formed some notes, since it is like the fifth time. I just wanted to come on YouTube because I feel like this is a safe place for me. It's a safe space. And I don't like to post on Instagram because I don't really like it when people I know watch my stuff or see my stuff. Because one, I don't want you to know my life. I don't like you. We're only following each other because it's like a rule of high school. And then two, it's just awkward when I post something personal and like intimate, and then they're like, oh, so about that. And I'm like, don't mention it. So, like, literally don't talk about it. There's a sense of comfort in just like putting something out there, but not really putting something out there. And that's because I get like 2 views, like each video. So there will be a moral of the story to this video. Just stick around, hang out, hear me out. Listen to this as a podcast, honestly, because I have a lot to say. And you probably don't want to just be like looking at me because this is a very random video. I actually like to plan for my videos. Shocking. I like to like set up my lights and set up all my stuff and tripod and blah blah blah, but I pretty much, it's 2 a.m. My parents are sleeping in the next room, and I just turned on the camera and I was like, let's film it, let's go. This transition to 2024, like Christmas, New Year's, and all these things has just been so hard mentally. Like, I've been in a very bad place mentally for the past month. I'd say a month, just because I feel like we're in the stage of nothingness. Like we're just in a stage of nothingness. I don't know how to describe it. And if there are any like seniors, high school seniors watching, you're gonna know what I mean. And honestly, so even if you're not a high school senior, a lot of you may know what I mean. And I'm just manifesting that if this does go viral, that it's reaching the right audience, because I want this to be a little therapeutic for you and me. Anyways, and what I mean by a stage of nothingness is that I'm going to use me as an example. I used to do cheer for 2 years, and you might think like, oh my God, it's cheer. Like, what could you possibly do in cheer? But like, we were competitive cheer, if that makes it better. Like, yes, it was just cheer, but we were together like 6 days a week, 5 days a week for hours each day. Like, we worked way above the amount of hours that you were allowed to, but they somehow found ways to like cover it up. Like, I don't know what type of politics was going on in that. I learned a lot, and a lot of who I am today, even though I quit cheer and I don't talk to a lot of the girls because a lot of them are rude. They're mean. Although I don't talk to a lot of them, being in that program, being in that environment, it shaped a lot of who I am today. That was what I identified with. Even though I didn't like the girls outside of practice and outside of that environment, people would be like, what do you do? And I'm like, oh, I'm on the cheer team. That was my identity. And so there's a little bit of a comfort in knowing who you are, even if it's just temporary. And that was what I was for a long time. We have to now start thinking about not just who we are in the high school world, but also in the real world. And so the stage of nothingness is going to be, I'm going to give a little visual. Here's nothingness. You can no longer identify yourself with your fun hobby you did in high school, but your dream you also can't identify yourself with because you haven't necessarily gotten there or achieved that or even started it in a lot of our cases. So like for me, I'm gonna use me as an example again because it's my channel, my video. I spent so much time in cheer. Like I said, we were like 6 days a week practice. And so I didn't have time to pursue things that I knew I wanted to do in the future. So while I can't no longer identify myself with being a cheerleader, I also can't identify myself with something I haven't even started to do or become. So I'm just in this stage of nothingness, and you just feel so insecure, and you just feel so doubtful because for so long you envisioned yourself being in a whole different situation at this age, but then you reach the age and then you're like, holy crap, I haven't done crap with my life. High school is scary, and we are now in a time where we have to figure out what we need to do with our lives, and that's scary. It's confusing. It's intimidating. It's every other adjective there is. For me personally, it's been very hard with the idea of failure and insecurity. I've wanted to be a singer since I was a kid, and I wrote my first song in second grade. I wrote my second song in fourth grade, and then I've written like 30 songs since then, but none of them have been heard by the public because I'm so scared of failure and I'm so insecure. And that's not good. I wouldn't say I'm a perfectionist in everything, but I am a perfectionist in my music, in what I'm passionate in, because my music is a representation of me, and it's a representation of my life story and what has led me to be who I am today. Like, I have a whole Green and Gold album which revolves around all my experiences in high school. And those I don't just write a song about, I don't know, walking to class. I write songs about things that stuck with me, that shaped me. And so I don't want to put something out that's like sucky half-ass when that was such an important thing to me. Like, I want it to be good, and I have high expectations for myself. You can't get perfection in everything you do. Well, I expect it to be perfect, it's not going to be perfect. And because I expect something that's impossible, I'm never going for it. And how many years has it been? There's just like an insecurity. Singing and being in the entertainment industry, it's such a hard industry. Everyone knows that. Like, it's crazy. And so that seems something so much more out of reach. So it's like fear of like, what do you do to get there? What if I suck? I'm not as good as other people. I love Tate McRae. I love Tate's. Oh my gosh, she's an idol. I love Blackpink. You look at people like them, they're crazy talented, crazy good, amazing dancers. Like, Tate is such a good dancer. Blackpink, they all freaking dance. And I was like, I look up to those people. I want to be like a dancing musician, you know? Like, I want to dance with my music, and I want to make good music, and I want to inspire people. But that's a hard thing to do. There's so much out there already. Why would people want to watch me? And that fear holds me back, and I think it holds a lot of other people back too. It might hold you back. Maybe you want to be a doctor, and you're like, but there's so many other people who are smarter than me, and so many other people who are working harder than me, and that fear holds you back. So now here's the moral of the story. The moral of the story is, I was just listening to my music like 2 hours ago. I was like listening to my music, and I was just like in a space. I was, doing some choreo. I was having some fun, just freestyling. I was pretending like I was putting on a show. I was just listening to it in my AirPods, like full max, like trying to blow out my eardrums. And I was just like, I had this moment of clarity that was like, you know what? You've been through such a hard time. You've been so down. You've been losing hope. And you've been in such a bad mental space. But you're gonna be okay. It was just like a voice in my head, Like, it was just, something just came to me. It was like, you're gonna be okay. And that's what I think a lot of you guys needed to hear today. So, thanks for watching. No, I'm kidding. You're gonna be okay. I don't know how many more times I need to say it. I think we hear that a lot in our daily lives, or at least, well, I don't really hear it a lot, to be honest. Like, I think you hear it a lot in a different way. Like, you get in a fight with your friend and they're like, you'll be okay. You're gonna be okay. You're fine. But like, I mean it in a different way. And if you're going through what I'm going through, which a lot of us are, I understand it. I mean, it just comes with the age. If you're going through this, if you open up your heart, and if you open up your brain, you're gonna hear it in the way I'm saying it. Like, I can't describe how I'm saying it. I just need you to hear that you're gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay. So it is now 2:33 a.m. So I'm gonna catch you guys later, and I really hope that inspired you. And this was actually really nice. It was like a little therapy session. So if you guys want more of these, drop it in the comments. But like I said earlier, I don't really expect to get many people to watch this. So, anyways, I don't know. Bye, guys. You're gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay. Okay? Okay. Just have faith in yourself. Things are going to happen how you let them happen. Things are going to happen how you let them happen. So, stay inspired. You will be okay. Stop worrying. I hope this was a good little podcast for you guys. Okay, so bye guys. Love you. Bye.